This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
From UFOs to weird things we know, it's time for that paranormal, strange, phenomenal show. Biometric wars, a prison planet run by the man. It's time for the Tinfoil Canadian. Take off your hose!
Hello, fellow foilers, and welcome once again to the Tinfoil Canadian, the show where the truth is near and that the deceivers fear. On today's episode, we take a deep dive, or shall I say, tall, high jump into the air, and everything in between, as we examine the aether. We'll ask the questions: what exactly is aether? What tools can we use to harness the aether and obtain free power? And what you can do to perhaps harness aether at home. Hold on to your Tesla coils and put on your thinking toques as we meditate and harness the aether that may surround us all.
Peep this. Ether is not on the periodic table because it is not a real element. It is a hypothetical substance from ancient medieval science, often referred to as the fifth element or quintessence, which was once believed to fill the space beyond the earth and act as a medium for light to travel through. But its existence was disproven by some white NPC by the name of Michelson-Morley experiment, meaning it has no place on the periodic table. Although ancient Greeks and other civilizations believed ether as a fundamental element that permeated the universe. Let's take a look. Ether is the element proposed by Dmitri Mendeleev, the creator of the periodic table, to be the element that composes empty space. The creator of the periodic table had ether on there, and it's the element that composes empty space, meaning if that element is not there, then there is no element to compose the empty space. Fills the region. Says it right there. Beyond the terrestrial. What? What year was ether removed from the periodic table? Right there. If it was removed, that means it was on there. If it was removed, it was on there. Ether and the books before 1920, for the reset. Did you know that ether was removed off the periodic table in 1908? I'm pretty sure you didn't know that. Why do you think they got rid of ether in 1908? They saw those ether radiator capacitors that these idiots thought were fireplaces. They saw the ether connectors on all the Tartarian buildings. They knew exactly what was going on, and they said, yeah, we're gonna get rid of this off the periodic table because we don't want them asking no questions about this ether. Y'all want me to show y'all how ether works on these buildings? I'm gonna show y'all how ether works on all these Tartarian buildings, how it was extracted through the tops of these antennas. And a lot of these antennas look like crosses. And I'm gonna show you why they look like crosses, because you're gonna see the formation of the ether coming through into the building right now.
allegedly, all the people who end up learning how to use the ether to make this energy, which is free to supply energy to all things, these people end up just going missing. It's wild.
Now you know why they took away the buildings. Now you know why they took away the antennas. Because they would have given us the ability to connect to all that is. Feel it one with life. Not just close to us. It contains all the wisdom of the ages, and our guides and teachers in spirit exists in this state or element. This is how you stay connected to your Akashic records. This is how you feel one with all. This is how you never feel alone. This is how you don't have depression. Because you're connected to everything. You're connected to source, like a tree. Think about that. Like a tree, you're connected to source. Everything. That's why they took away ether. That's why they don't want you to know about ether. That's why it's not on the periodic table. What is ether element in alchemy? The fifth element, known as ether or quintessence. Essentia, funny they made a water out of that now, is the invisible, vital force that gives a life and structure to the universe, an internal light pulsing through all forms and beings. Aristotle describes it as the prime mover of the universe. If it's the prime mover of the universe, why would you remove it off the periodic table? If it connected us to spirit and all that is, why would you remove it off the periodic table? The invisible vital force that gives life and structure to the universe. Why would you move it off the periodic table? Unless whatever ether resonates with, you don't resonate with. This is why Tartarians can live in their buildings, breathe air, and not need food. Because they were connected to ether, like a fucking tree. You're connected to the heavens. You're connected to the ground source. It is the element that connects all. This is why you go through life feeling empty, feeling like something is missing. This is why you get cancer. You're not connected to source. There is no ether. Why do you think there's spraying barium, strontium, and aluminum in our air, in our ether, every day, making it mucky and dirty and inaccessible? And then they want to tell you it doesn't exist. I just proved to you it exists. Not only does it exist, symbol for ether, a hexagram and Star David with a dot in the middle. Go research it yourself. Look at that. That's the symbol for ether. Take your time. Y'all know what that symbol is. Who uses that symbol? You know what we need? We need our own occult. We need to take this symbol and become, you know, like they got like the Akatsuki in Naruto. We need to become like ether ninjas around here. That's it. We need to focus on ether. They took away the ether. They took away our source. They took away the prime mover to the universe. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. That's what we need back. That's what we need back. Focus on this. Peace.
Well, now that we all know what ether is, are there any science experiments where we can see ether in action? Is the power of the ether at our fingertips and all around us?
All right, I'm going to stop at 115 and hold steady. All right. It didn't blow up yet. Oh, by the way, meet the aerial film crew. I just thought this was a cool shot. Oh, yeah, I'm getting shocked right now. This time I just used the electroscope as a quick voltage check. Woo! Now that's a few thousand volts right there. Alright, let's see if there's enough current to make this Franklin bell work. Oh, dude! Freaking working, buddy! Yeah. It's a really cool process. The aerial wire places a positive charge on this can, which then influences the foil ball to deliver electrons from the grounded can, which is directly connected to Earth. The clouds finally opened up, so I connected up the chronomotor. Like before, one side was connected to ground, while the other was attached to the aerial wire. And after just a few seconds, hey, she's spinning! This is just remarkable. It never really spun that fast, but I just sat and enjoyed the miracle. I mean, I quite literally was siphoning energy straight from the atmosphere. This motor was operating off of several kilovolts, which you could actually hear if you stopped the motor and brought your finger near the aerial wire.
This was how the buildings of the old world was powered, harnessing the free energy from the ether above. This is displayed here in a mountain in Saudi Arabia, and in the right conditions, you too can experience the power of the ether at your fingertips. Free and unlimited energy all around us. Yet free and energy are two words that'll never go together for the elites today. There is no profit in combining those two words. It is a big part alone why so much of our past has been deliberately hidden. It's profits over people in today's world. It used to be the exact opposite. Question everything, friends.
Well, that looked truly electrifying. Why was I not taught about this in school when I was young? Who changed our understanding of this medium that may be surrounding us all?
In the early 20th century, around 1920, a significant transformation began to unfold in the way history and science were taught in schools. This transformation was influenced by major educational systems, including those funded by influential figures such as the Rockefeller family. One notable shift during this period was the way the concept of the ether, a once widely accepted element in scientific understanding, began to be viewed. The ether, or ether, was traditionally seen as a medium that filled the universe and was necessary for the propagation of light and electromagnetic waves. This idea had roots in scientific theories dating back centuries and was integral to the understanding of physics and the cosmos. However, after 1908, leading up to and beyond 1920, the perception of the ether began to change drastically within scientific circles, largely due to the development of new theories and experiments, such as those by Albert Einstein and the famous Michelson-Morley experiment. These developments challenged the necessity of the ether in explaining electromagnetic propagation and the behavior of light. As the educational system updated its curricula to reflect these scientific advancements, the teaching of the ether as a fundamental component of physics began to be viewed with skepticism. It was during this period that the concept started to be labeled as pseudoscience in some academic circles and was gradually phased out of textbooks and classrooms. This shift is a fascinating example of how scientific paradigms evolve and how changes in understanding can lead to significant modifications in educational content. The Rockefellers, among others, played a role in shaping educational reforms, aiming to reflect the most current scientific consensus. While the move away from teaching about the ether might seem like parts of history were being removed, it can also be seen as an effort to update educational materials in line with the best available evidence and theories of the time. Looking back, it's interesting to reflect on how our understanding of the universe and the building blocks of science can change so fundamentally, leading to broad revisions in the way knowledge is passed on to new generations. It serves as a reminder of the dynamic nature of science and education, continually evolving as we increase our understanding of the world around us.
If ether is everywhere, why are we not allowed to use it? Who would want to stop us from living in comfort for free? Were we ever harvesting power through the ether?
Ask yourself, why did the ether disappear from the periodic table? Ether has been hidden, and you've been given gravity so you don't know there's an infinite sea of free energy waiting for you to tap into. Ether is the primordial god of light and the bright upper sky in Greek mythology. He represents the pure, bright air that the gods breathe and is associated with the celestial realm. Why did the original electric vehicles get discontinued and hidden from history? Because it was powered by free energy from the atmosphere. Devices capable of taming etheric atmospheric energy were using metals and precious elements such as copper, gold, magnets, and red mercury, to name a few. Ether was removed from the books in 1908.
So as you can see, it was not long ago that we were probably harnessing free energy. What else can we learn about this amazing invisible medium that is between you and this television or phone screen at this very moment?
The ether was removed from the periodic table after 1908.
Okay, so the ether is now what we call plasma. That is the secret. Also, what was started in 1908? The FBI. Quick lesson for all of you guys. Ether equals plasma. Ether was known to have paranormal and supernatural powers. This guy, Sir William Crookes, is the first guy to identify plasma, also paranormal investigators of the past. He said that plasma had paranormal magical properties, literally in a British address. I'm writing all about it in my book. I don't want to divulge all of it right now. All you have to know is that ether is basically linked to Nikola Tesla, to magic, to anti-gravity, to floating things. I shit you not. Laugh all you want, Mr. Logical Scientist people watching this. Just wait. Just wait. I'm writing a book on plasma intelligence. The only known book about it I know right now is called A New Science of Heaven by Robert Temple. There's some other books about the occult and ether. If you go to the link in my bio in my Amazon shop, I have like a list of 140 books related to these weird topics. I also have a link to sign up for my plasma intelligence book, where I literally do like a 25-page deep dive on this whole ether plasma cover-up. I'm very excited. What does this mean for you? Basically, we can harness plasma with our conscious intention to create magic in this world. Literal magic with our consciousness, but also with cool futuristic technologies. We can use it for healing, just like the ancients did. We can use it to float shit. We could use it to fly in space a lot faster than we do now. I think they're starting to use it. We could use it for clean energy, not by fusion, but other ways. Trust me, guys. I'm early to the game, but I have intuition and I know plasma is freaking magic. This is exciting. And more of you are getting these little plasma downloads. As you hear the word plasma, you're gonna see it everywhere now. Plasma over the Egyptian pyramids. Oh, hey plasma. But they're not aliens? I don't know about that. More like interdimensional future us. Plasma to help with space travel. Plasma cleaning homes and cars. Remember William Reich, who talked about orgone energy? It was like animal magnetism and odic force, luminiferous ether, hidden in plain sight, y'all. These guys were the laughing stock, but they were onto something. Remember before religion, they had animism, the belief that everything was animated with a substance, a supernatural power that organizes and animates the material universe. Y'all, we've known about this forever. Plasma. Oh, and here's the best one. This one I'm doing a deep dive on. It's the next video. Stay tuned. Follow me if you want to see it. Unidentified anomalous phenomena, extraterrestrial life, Plasmoids, shapeshifters, replicons, thunderstorms, lightning hallucinations, aircraft disasters, and ocean sightings. Sounds like a science fiction movie. But basically, these people were from the Department of Astronomy in Arizona, Astrobiology Research Center, University of California at San Diego, Astrophysics, Harvard, Smithsonian, Cambridge. Guys, this is not just a magical society. I mean, it is, I guess. Plasma is intelligent. Ether, intelligent. It's paradoxical. It's the divine feminine. I say this so many times. I hope this finds some new people out there. Hopes this gives it a little bit of legitimacy of why it's ether, because a lot of you comment saying it's not ether. You're welcome to your own opinion, but I really feel like it was ether. And just cover it up, because it's a threat to those in power. Because they don't want all of us to have power, but we're going to. Sorry, you can't stop this. The thing is, all of us have our inner plasma. You can call it blood plasma. You can call it your soul, what your soul's made of plasma. We have inner power of the self, which can harness plasma inside of our bodies to react to the outer plasma. We learn from each other. We are a family. We're a soul family. This is the glue that connects us. My hair is just not okay. I'm done with my rant. I don't want to make this longer than 5 minutes. Plasma is here to stay. Oh, and you know how the aurora may be visible for the next 2 years because of the crazy solar flares, and like the height of the solar flares of the solar cycle is like next year, July 2025. I think it's like literally giving us downloads, because guess what? The aurora borealis is plasma!
Is plasma and the ether truly magic? Can we levitate things using nothing but an invisible medium surrounding us? Will humanity fuel the world with plasma one day? Let's get into one final deep dive on the true power of the ether, which also lies within each and every one of us, as this next video explains.
Isaac Newton spent 30 years hunting it. Tesla tried to wire the entire world to it. Jung called it the bridge between mind and matter, and every ancient mystery tradition knew it as the Spiritus Mundi. But you were taught that the vacuum of space is empty. You were told that the sun is just a ball of gas. They had to delete the ether from your textbooks, because once you realize the space between us isn't empty, you stop being a consumer and you start being an alchemist. Now you're probably thinking, Bladen, what in the world is ether? Simply put, the ether is the fifth element, the one absent from every conventional list. Not a physical substance, but a living, responsive, intelligence-bearing field, connecting every point in the cosmos to every other point simultaneously. Aristotle named it ether, the eternal substance filling the celestial realm, the medium through which divine influence descends into the material world. Even the Vedic tradition called it Akasha, which you might have heard of before. That's the primordial space recording every vibration and every event within it. The Hermetic tradition called it Spiritus Mundi, the world spirit through which macrocosm and microcosm communicate. Same field, 3 different maps. Even Pythagoras built his entire cosmological system around the ether. The 5 platonic solids were the geometric templates of the 5 elements, and the dodecahedron, with its 12 pentagonal faces, was the geometric signature of the ether, the shape the cosmos itself was built upon. His Musica Universalis, or the music of the spheres, was the ether in acoustic form. Every planet vibrating, every vibration propagating through the etheric field, the cosmos a single resonant instrument whose harmonics penetrated the human soul directly. The initiated Pythagorean wasn't doing mathematics. They were learning to tune their consciousness to the frequency of the cosmic field. But it gets deeper. The alchemists called it the Quinta Essentia, incorruptible, eternal, the substance of the celestial realm condensed into an accessible form. Where the 4 physical elements were mutable and corruptible, the quintessence was not. Extracting it from physical matter meant extracting the eternal from the temporal, liberating the divine substrate from its material shell. Paracelsus described it as the Iliaster, the primordial life force permeating all matter, operating at the causal level of existence rather than its symptomatic surface. The Rosicrucian manifestos describe their entire mission in quintessential terms: the reformation of the world through a universal medicine operating through the etheric field, connecting all living things. Even Nikola Tesla knew the ether was real. That's right, Tesla never accepted that the ether didn't exist. His entire theoretical framework, wireless energy transmission, resonant amplification of natural frequencies, and the Wardenclyffe Tower itself was built on the assumption that the space was filled with a responsive, conductive medium. Wardenclyffe wasn't just a transmitter, it was an etheric pump, designed to access and redistribute the energy of the cosmic field directly. Free energy from a field already everywhere, already carrying more power than any combustion process could approximate. The project was defunded, the tower demolished, the textbooks rewritten around an empty universe, because an etheric universe makes the entire architecture of resource scarcity structurally unnecessary. Even Carl Jung knew erasing the ether was ridiculous. Jung arrived at the exact same territory from depth psychology. His collective unconscious, the transpersonal layer shared across all human beings, is functionally identical to the Akashic field and the Spiritus Mundi, a medium connecting individual consciousness to a larger field. His synchronicity, meaningful coincidence, events connected through resonance rather than mechanical causation, required the exact medium that the ether provided. He called it the unus mundus, or the one world, the unified substrate beneath the apparent separation of mind and matter. The alchemists, he said, had been mapping this for centuries. They just encoded it as chemistry because the Inquisition was watching. That's right, I hate to say it, but you have been lied to. That's right, the space between you and everything else is not empty. Every tradition that produced genuine initiates built its practice on this recognition. The consciousness and cosmos connect through a living field that responds to attention, intention, and resonance. Tesla knew it. Newton spent 30 years trying to mathematize it. Jung mapped it through 10,000 patients' dreams. The ether wasn't deleted because the evidence against it was overwhelming. It was deleted because the implications of its existence were ungovernable. A consciousness that knows the field is real and knows how to resonate with it cannot be kept dependent on systems that require its ignorance of exactly this.
Do the macro and micro worlds truly communicate within the ether? Can it be used for healing with practices like Reiki, or perhaps for great strength using Tai Chi? Is ether the way aliens are able to use thought to instantly move their spaceships through the universe? Can the ether truly be the fifth element that powers humanity forward both inside and out? Well, that is all the time we have for this week, fellow foilers. Stay tuned for a music video full of free energy experiments that use the ether with music by Solo's Ether. His link for his music is in the description. Tune in again next time as we discuss strange and mysterious TikToks that help humanity ascend as a planet, not as a nation. Until next time, stay cool and be nice to your neighbor, eh?
There used to be a substance on the periodic table that could power the world without wires, without fuel, and without pollution. And it's called ether. Ether was removed off the periodic table, but the ancient builders of Tartaria and before knew how to harness it to build things, and you can harness it today.
On my shelf, I've been faded since 12. Ain't nowhere I feel home. Numbing out what I know now. Wish we could've moved slow, but this world ain't gon' slow down for us. I was moving too fast, I admit it. I don't understand you to get it. Reading my rights to me, got a damn love charge with it. I don't expect shit to get acquitted. Keeping her addicted. I love seeing what my dick did. Even after all the pain we inflicted, you still in my bed. Damn, I should've predicted. I'm still in your head, living in it, ain't evicted. No, I ain't leaving. Late May, 4 years since the same season that I met your heart and the same treason. Over time we had both left pain leaking out of our hearts, try to keep all our sleeves bleeding, but we let that shit go for a good reason. Clear to say you ain't met all of my demons. No, I ain't met them either. Maybe we can start again once we in the ether. Maybe we could try again when we gone. Heart in the sky with my soul in my songs. But right now I don't even fucking know what I'm on. So what's wrong and what's right? Will I figure that out when I'm gone? Free soul in my hell. Loving you I can't help, but I'll do this for myself. I'll make this world my own. I know you ain't gon' help. My heart stays on my shelf. I've been faded since 12.